Viewer discretion advised. Surprised you made it, Commander. It's great you made it, Commander. What's with the bell? What's with the belt? Oh, well, just a bit of a souvenir here on Oahu, on planet Oahu. I thought I would take it, especially for the holidays. You know, it makes me feel lucky. Nice, I guess. Come on. So, have you selected who's going to do the trial? First, until we meet the people who are going to be, who are doing this, who are hosting the trial. Three, our members. Rainy. Are you asking about me? Are you asking about me? Are you another small character? Hey. Tiny Kong's the same size as me, pal. Sorry. No, believe it or not, Tiny. So what's the trial? 3 trials, in fact. One is the trial of peace, trial of honor, and the trial of valor. For this verse, the second one, my brother will be the one who handles your. Brothers will be the ones that handle the other 2 trials. This one, you must, for the first trial, you must survive the week at the island. Make sure you're peaceful at this island at Kong Island for 1 week. If you can prove you're an officer of peace, then you will be able to get to the next island. You'll be able to. I will be showing you to where my other brother is at. Alrighty. I'll give you some time to choose your ally or do whatever you're gonna do. Alrighty. I'm gonna get to a reaction right now, guys. Joe, you're gonna be coming with me. What about me? I know I'm. No, but I need you to be with our crew at the moment. They need to be on shore leave. All right. I'm gonna do a reaction right now. Hey, Jack, what? I can do this reaction for now, Jack. All right, fine. Besides, if you want me, since I'm coming with you, I might as well do something because you had a long journey from, and what I heard. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another reaction. Today we got 2 reactions, in fact. One of them being was the. What was your plan, Jack? We encrypted another log, something about Morpho Knight. And we got another video to do from another chapter in the story of Painting Tears. Right. So I'm going to be reacting to the 2 videos today. So let's get to the next description log that we found on the Morpho Knight. Then we get to Painted Tears. Please support. By the way, Painted Tears is owned by Harry Flu TV. Please support both channels, Bully Versus and Harry Flu TV. Let's get started. Interesting spoilers.
And so, for the sake of something as trivial as the survival of the collective universe, the entity revered as the greatest warrior in the galaxy was sealed into a celestial state of non-being and hidden within the wounds of space-time.
I see.
Though
That's
the
another
flow of
epic
time should
secret
apply
of
to
them.
all things, there are beings who instead serve as the proverbial rock in the river that force the course of events to part and conform to its presence. It harbored intentions that could not be read. Its designs remain uncertain, but it didn't matter.
I see.
Whether it stood for a fleeting thing called peace, or for the glory of blood and war, all that mattered was that the immense power emanating from the entity henceforth referred to as Galacta Knight gave the universe cause for
I think I might have
mortal
heard of
fear.
that, maybe.
A dread born from the simple thought that at mere whim or happenstance, billions of lives could be eradicated in mere moments, as entire planets become nothing more than the cost of a war waged with his blade.
See.
Thus, in the time of the ancients, because the thing would not be killed, a decision was made for posterity. This life-obliterating force would remain sealed away, perhaps until all things return to dust.
See.
But perhaps elsewhere, if we follow the forks and branches of the river of time, we might find a conqueror from dreamland unknowingly setting in motion a butterfly effect of events,
Is that
sending us down
Meta
a
Knight?
different course in the history we know as Milky Way wishes. Perhaps in this reality, the militant extremist called Meta Knight became the first to unite the summoning stars and caused the reawakening of a long-lost clockwork star, a legacy of the ancients' technology, capable of calculating any input query, exporting any desired result, effectively granting a wish. This particular artificial celestial body, known as Galactic Nova, in one timeline sets off a climactic battle for planet Popstar. But in another, perhaps instead it hears the wishes of its summoner, Meta Knight. Else when a different clockwork star, once lost to the aeons, the all-powerful computer known as Star Dream becomes self-aware, completely wiping the mind of the unfortunate soul that uncovered it and obtaining a sense of self in the process. The computer summons all it can to save itself from being destroyed by Meta Knight's quest for justice. The fact that said unfortunate soul was a grieving parent on the cusp of being reunited with their child thought long dead is of no consequence to Star Dream. A deserved comeuppance, one might think, meted out by one who was temporarily referred to as Mecha Knight, a mind slave of Star Dream. Sensing its own mortality drawing to a close, Star Dream's space-time transport engine is activated out of desperation, an act once forbidden by its creators. Once again, a tool of the ancients puts the universe in jeopardy as it reaches for the sealed force from beyond. None too pleased with the reasons he was yanked through space-time, Galacta Knight thanks Star Dream by snuffing the living star out with nonchalance before turning to face his opponent. And so, time flows on. If we stop here, at the present day, in this moment, we might find Galacta Knight once again disturbed from eternal slumber. Though we aren't certain of the exact nature of why, we are told that the infinite voices of the dead began to call out from the underworld in desperation for life during a time when the lost cult sacrifices itself to birth Void Soul. It is said that the voices of those beyond the threshold of life are heard, and they resonate with the temporal warrior. It can't be said for certain whether the deity that appears is simply a messenger of the dead or the very embodiment of their regrets. In either instance, the secret is out. Its form is one we've known all too well. The very first friend we made on our journey from the beginning.
Oh dear.
It lands gently, as it has done so many times before. But this time, it atomizes the warrior where it stands in a blinding light. The universe can only observe helplessly as two unfathomably powerful cosmic entities are reborn as one. The butterfly was a lurking god. God help us all.
Yeah. Wow. Seems there's more the Asset project the Asset Corporation had, but man, that was that was the Kirby lore Morpho, the Lurking God. Now it's time for the second video, Painted Tears. Let's get in.
Painted Tears, a Beauty and the Beast adaptation.
Awesome.
Chapter 5, Be Our Guest.
All right.
Stella just stared out the window after she calmed down and stopped crying. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door, and Stella turned to see who it was. Hello? She called. Stella looked at the door and heard a voice say, "It's Montague. Can we come in?" Stella said, "Sure," and the door opened. In came Montague, Jack the Strongman, and another acrobat. Oh, hello. Stella trailed. Montague spoke. "Stella, this is my partner Marty." He turned. The other acrobats who had blonde hair and wore the same purple outfit as Montague.
Oh.
"We call ourselves the Great Marty and Monty."
Interesting name.
That was very brave of you,"
Mm-hmm.
Jack said sympathetically. Although I'm sorry you had to use your freedom." Stella sighed and gave a sad smile. "Thanks, guys. Harry isn't as bad as he seems," Marty reassured. Meanwhile, Harry was pondering in his bedroom. He looked at the blue rose in the garden and looked at a magical mirror he had as his only contact with the outside world. He picked up the mirror and commanded, "Show me the girl." The mirror lit up to reveal Stella talking to the two acrobats and the strong man. "If he's so bad, then why did he kidnap my sister?" Stella asked. Harry sighed when he heard this. He put the mirror down on the windowsill and decided to go and talk to Stella. Meanwhile, Stella was talking to the performers when she heard a knock on the door. "Can I come in?" They heard Harry's voice say. "Come in," Stella said hesitantly. The door opened and Harry stepped in. When he saw the two acrobats and the strong man, he cleared his throat. "Can I have a private talk with Stella?" The three men looked at each other and nodded before leaving. Stella rolled her eyes as Harry came toward her and sat on her bed. "What do you want?" she demanded. Harry and Stella stared at each other for what seemed about a minute. Harry didn't know how to start the conversation, so he just said, "That was a very brave thing you did for your sister. I've never met anyone who visited me like that. Somehow, this makes Stella more upset. She sniffed and found herself crying again.
Yeah.
Damn it, not again, Stella thought. Then Harry did something unexpected. He rested a hand on Stella's shoulder and said softly, "Listen, things ain't gonna be all that bad." "Not that bad? You kidnapped my sister and now I have to take her place," Stella shouted. Harry sighed and stood up. "Dinner will be ready in an hour. Come down to eat, please." Stella was outraged. The thing expected her to come and sit with him, but she couldn't say no. Even though Harry kidnapped her and her sister, he did seem to treat her well. So she just sniffed and said, "Okay." Harry stood up and gave a sad smile. "Thank you. Things may seem bad now. I promise they will get better. You'll see your sister again. She had to come visit me, remember?" Stella chuckled quietly. "Yeah, I remember."
Hmm.
Harry left the room and Stella got herself ready for dinner. She wore a yellow dress and red shoes. She didn't have any makeup, so she decided to just go ahead. Harry was waiting in the dining room. He was sat with Jack the strong man and the two acrobats. He waited patiently for Stella to come and join them. Harry was getting a bit impatient. "Why ain't she here yet?" he asked. "Be patient, Master. Stella's been through a lot tonight,"
Right.
Martin said sympathetically. "Don't you think I know that?" Harry growled. "I invited her to hopefully take her mind off of what's happened. I'm trying to be as sensitive as I can." The door suddenly opened and in came Stella. Everyone looked at her and Stella was hesitant to go and sit down. Then she said, "Sorry I'm late." She giggled awkwardly and went to sit down next to her. "So when's dinner going to be ready?" Stella asked awkwardly, trying to start a conversation. "We were waiting for you. We're going to make our own dinner," Harry told her. They all stood up and Stella could feel herself being on the inside. She had never made anything herself before. Granted, it felt weird considering she was a guest, but she was glad she was doing something for herself and others for once. Stella, Harry, the acrobats, and the strong man went into the kitchen and saw some ingredients for a type of pasta. "Tonight we're making puttanesca pasta," Martin announced. Then they started to prepare and make the food. Once they had finished, Harry and Stella sat down on a big sofa in the living room while the food was cooking. "Listen," Harry started. "I'm really sorry about everything that happened tonight." Stella was taken aback and surprised by this apology. That's fine," she trailed off. She didn't know how to feel about this clown. One minute he was a gentleman who invited her around for a cup of tea, and the next minute he was the monster who kidnapped her sister, and now he was being nice again. Harry was about to say something when Monty called them. "Dinner's out," and Harry and Stella stood up to go in the kitchen. They grabbed their food and sat in the dining room. Stella sat next to Harry again and tried her puttanesca pasta. She thought it was delicious. She noticed that Harry was eating very strangely. He was eating it from the side of his mouth, and some of the pasta fell back into the bowl. Stella continued eating, and Harry noticed and started copying her. You must not know how to eat for some reason, Stella thought to herself. After dinner, Stella said goodnight to everyone and went up to her new bedroom. Harry opened the door for her as a lady's man's first gesture, and Stella went inside and turned to Harry and said, "Good night." Harry waved to her and said, "Good night, milady," and Stella closed the door in front of him quietly. Right, well that was chapter 6, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that.
I have.
Sorry for the long wait in chapters, but
It's okay, ma'am.
But I had to make room to do my Halloween React videos.
It's okay, man.
Not October anymore. I can get back to making these painted Tears chapters or narrating them.
And I can't wait for
I
more.
hope you all enjoyed that. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you all next weekend. I'm rescheduling my videos, so I will be doing a video every weekend instead of every weekday because of college. And hopefully you're all fine with that.
I'm fine with that, man. Take your time.
I'm off now. I'm Harry Free TV. Remember, you don't have to.
Alright. Well, guys, that was it, guys. That was the... And here's my like. Well, Harry, you did a good job. I can't wait for the next chapter, man. And like I said, take your time. You're doing an excellent job. Anyway, that was the reaction, guys, to both the Kirby lore and the Tears Chapter 5. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and next time, guys, next time, reaction request time again. But it seems on the schedule seems that that our commander will be reacting to a certain video, to the video of the Man of Steel, to review of Man of Steel from Nostalgia Critic, aka this is Commander Grizzly's favorite movie. See you later, everyone. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. All right. Hang on, we got a call. This is Brainy Kong. If you're ready, head to the boat and be able. Anyway, good. All right, we're heading there. Command, Joe. Yeah, you do realize that Nostalgia Critic reviewed it. You know this is actually one of Commander Grizzly's least favorite reviews of Nostalgia Critic, right? So, he's a fan. You said yourself, he's a fan of Man of Steel, and I think the Commander may be in for a big surprise. Oh dear. I think he may be in for a big surprise. This is one of his favorite movies, you know.